Get ready for the weekly Serenet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Calling all amateurs to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. Right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset, and a PL tone of 114.8. We meet here every Tuesday night, go over some club news, catch up with each other, and of course there's always trivia from W8ELM Eric. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator this evening is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. For the duration of tonight's night, I'll be using the club call sign of W8WKY. I can say that. Before we get the party started, is there any emergency or priority traffic out there waiting? Please call now. Nothing heard. If there is an emergency during the net, just say break, or get my attention some other way. We'll slow things down and see what we can do to help you out. Have a couple of club announcements tonight before we get things started. The picnic past weekend was absolutely fabulous. Thanks to all who attended. We had great attendance. There must have been 50 people there at one point. The food was great. The company was impeccable. Our next meeting is September 19th, 7 o'clock, Eagles area in Wadsworth, where it always is. Hope to see a bunch of you there. Our next VE session is October 5th at the Sharon Center. N8WB will be hosting with his wonderful VE team a session there. If you want to upgrade or get your license, that's the place to be. You got a couple of weeks to finish up. The K3LR tour is listed on the website right now. It's an expression of interest, not an RSVP. There are 3 dates listed there. If you want to sign in and your interest and what dates you're available, that'll help us narrow down when we can get everybody together. And mark your calendars now. December 12th will be the Christmas party, and that's the Christmas party for both the Worcester Club and the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Club. Are there any other announcements for the good of the net tonight? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. So here's the way it works. I'll do a couple of rounds of in and out check-ins. We're going to start with in and out check-ins tonight. See who just wants to say hi to the club, get their name on the list tonight. Then we'll do a couple of rounds of people who want to stick around and play trivia with Eric and have something to say. With all that being said, this is W8WKY, and I'm listening for in and out check-ins. Go.
Whiskey Bravo 8, Victor Mike Whiskey, Jim in Barberton.
November 8, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London.
Kilo Bravo 8, Victor, Hotel Mike, Tom and Green.
WD8, LLA, Neil and Brewster.
Kilo Charlie 8, Echo Yankee, Dave in East Sparta. Hi to the net.
Kilo Bravo 8, Lima, November, Kilo, be in and out tonight.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee, November, Juliet, John in Norton.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB, Randy and Rittman. I'll be in and out, and thanks for running the net, Nick. It's good hearing you. 73.
Okay, let me grab it there and recognize our first well-ordered set of check-ins. We, of course, started with WB8VMW Jim N8WS Bill, KB8VHM Tom, WD8LLA Neil, KC8EEY Dave, KB8LNK, KE8YNJ Ron and John. Hi Ron, thanks for checking in. And KE8TLB Randy, you are welcome. All right, let's do one more round of in and outs here. This is W8WKY, I'm listening.
Hey, E8, IME, David, Sterling, in and out.
Ralph and Stowe, in and out.
Where's Carrie? Whiskey, Kilo Oscar Charlie, Fred and Akron, I'll be in and out this evening. Just Nick, you have a great net. Thanks for doing that. And thanks to Eric for the trivia that I'm sure will be great. Back to net.
Okay, we picked up a few more there. We got K8IME, Dave got you in there. W8KOC, Fred, I got you in there. I don't know where Carrie is. And Ralph from Stowe, that's all I heard. You doubled with Dave there. Can you please come back with your call sign for me? Ralph from Stowe.
November 8th, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, Ralph and Stowe.
All right, Ralph, I got you that time. N8BAY. You're on the list as in and out tonight. Thanks for stopping by, Ralph. All right, this is W8WKY. Let's see who wants to stick around and play trivia tonight. Who's sticking around? This is W8WKY. I'm listening.
Kilo, Echo, 8, Yankee, Uniform, Kilo, and W8HRF, and we are mobile.
Alpha, Alpha 8, Charlie, Sierra, Gary, in Fairlawn.
Kilo, Echo 8, Echo Hotel Golf, KE8, EHG, Mike and Nor.
Please copy Kilo, Echo 8, Uniform, India, Bravo, KE8, UIB, John and Maslin.
W8 GMS, Gary Wooster.
Kilo, Delta 8, November Echo Oscar, KE8, NEO, Daryl in Holmes County. Just checked me in and out. Thanks for the net.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, Mark in Copley.
Kilo, Charlie 8, Hotel Delta Papa, KC8, HDP, Jerry in Shreve.
Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray, WO3X, John in Cuyahoga Falls.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8, VZA, Eric in Strongsville.
All right, I got a list here. Have I got it?
Yeah,
all right, let me tell you who I picked up here. I missed one or two, but we're going to clean them up. K8YUK and W8HRF. Lucy and Josh are mobile. You're up first tonight. Gary, AA8CS was in there. Then I missed one, so stick around. KE8EHG, Mike is in there. KE8UIB, John, and I'm guessing his folks are listening too. KG7IRG, that's Paul, I believe. I'm going to fix that one up in a second. W8GMF, Gary is in there. That's a G and two R's. KD8NEO, Daryl was in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Daryl. K4OG, Mark, you're on the list. KC8HDP, Jerry down in Shreve, gotcha. WO3X, John in Cuyahoga Falls, I believe. says Strongsville, though. I don't know, John. And KE8VZA Eric. There you are. Ah, there's John. All right. Messed up some lines. All right, I cleaned up KG7IRJ. I think that may have been the one I was missing. Did I miss anybody on the list there?
NTAT. I can't get in on the HT.
All right, Dave, I got a spot for you up there right behind Gary. How's that sound? All right. I've got, let's do one more round to see if anybody else is out there wants to stick around and play trivia. This is W8WKY. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'll check and see if I copied KCFQV.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom in Canton.
Okay, we added a couple more there. KC8FQV, Mark is in there. It's a net now. And K8MNT, Tom, thanks for the assist in the blue screen. All right, let's go up to Eric. W8ELM gets tonight's trivia question. What do you have in store for us tonight, Eric? W8WKY, W8ELM, take it away.
W8WKY from W8ELM. Nick, I don't know how you do it on NetLogger there. I'd never be able to keep that straight. All right, got a trivia question tonight. The decibel, or dB for short, is a unit for expressing the ratio between two quantities on a logarithmic scale. That's kind of an abbreviated explanation. Again, the decibel, or dB, is a unit for expressing the ratio between two quantities on a logarithmic scale. Your question for tonight: which of the following decibel measurements is least likely to appear in a discussion of amateur radio antennas or amplifiers or other such things? Again, which of the following decibel measurements is least likely to appear in a discussion of amateur radio antennas or amplifiers, something of that nature? And your choices are A, alpha, DBD, that's Delta Bravo Delta. Bravo is DBI, that's Delta Bravo India. C is Delta Bravo Mike, DBM. And D is DBU, Delta Bravo Uniform. Again, which of the following decibel measurements is least likely to appear in a discussion of amateur radio antennas or amplifiers, etc.? A, DBD, B, DBI, C, DBM, or D, DBU? Back to net.
W8ELM, W8WKY. Thank you, Eric, for another fine question. Let's get right to it. K8YUK, this is KD8SLG. Oh, my goodness, this is W8WKY. Miss Lucy, what's your answer to the trivia question tonight, and what do you got for the net?
W8WKY, this is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo. Glad you said something, because I would have called you KD8SLG. My answer to the trivia question is a Cornwaldo decibel, because I have no idea. I am the chatty half of our family here at the Van Dyke household. I am not the technical half. So I'm going to let Josh figure that out when it's his turn. But yeah, my answer is just the Cornwaldo decibel, because I got nothing. Today was ridiculously busy. Betty woke up earlier than I wanted her to, but it made us be able to go to daily mass, which was nice, except she decided to freak out halfway through, which is not great when there's like 6 people in a giant church and baby echoes echo, and you are the only one with a baby. But everybody was really nice about it, and we made it. And then we went to a trampoline park because one of my former students works there and got us in for free, which is the way to. They gave us free socks. It was crazy. And Betty loved it, so we might have a trampoline park membership in our future, which is great. And then we went to visit a different friend and went on a walk with her, came home, took a short nap, went boxing, left boxing with my little brother, did some stuff around the house, went from the house to Pav's Creamery in Cuyahoga Falls to celebrate my dad's birthday, and we are on the way home now. And we gave him some great presents, including a CD signed by Mickey Dolenz, because we have connections. And I have never seen my dad's jaw drop like that, and I feel so successful. It's amazing. So I rambled enough. I hope everybody has a great night, and I'm going to pass it back to W8WKY. Good night. God bless everybody.
Okay, Lucy, I think I got most of that. This is W8WKY. KAYUK, we got you down for Cornwaldo Decibel. Not actually an answer, but I'll accept it. And, Pav's Creamery, I haven't had Pav's all summer long. Trampoline sounds fun, and where are you going to hide the baby in a church, huh? Thanks for being here, Miss Lucy. Let's grab Josh real quick. And Dustin, KD80PC, I saw you sneak in there. You're going to be up after Josh. W8HRF, what's your answer to trivia? And what do you got for the net tonight?
W8WKY, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick, and good evening to everybody on the Sarah Club net. I'm going to go with Delta, DBU. I'm not certain.
That was my secondary answer.
But that was Lucy's secondary answer. So, anyways, had a good day today. I did not do all of that. I just went to work and came home. And then got ice cream. The dairy-free option was actually quite good. I couldn't tell the difference. Besides that, we had a really good weekend. Appreciate everybody who put together the Sarah picnic. That was phenomenal. I talked to a whole bunch of people, and that was awesome. And the only other thing I had was over the weekend I talked to some folks from the Cuyahoga Falls Club, and they have this really cool event coming up called Summit County Metro Parks on the Air. So you don't actually have to be at a state park to do kind of a POTA activation. You can go to any of the many Summit County Metro Parks. So I might partake of that on September, I think it's Wednesday, September the 11th, from like 4:30 to 7:30. But more details to come on that. So they're going to do a lot of 2-meter and 6-meter and everything in the tech band as well, so that folks with their technician's privileges can get on the air. So should be a good time. Anyways, there is something else, but I can't remember what it is. So I'll pass it back to you, Nick. Thanks for running the net, and we'll catch you later. W8HRF back to W8WKY.
W8HRF, W8WKY. Got you down for Delta, Josh, and yeah, I had that discussion at the picnic as well, which was fantabulous. Thank you very much. And it sounds like a good time. I asked him to get the information to you, and if you get it over to us, we'll see if we can't get Jason to put it up on the webpage for us. All right, we're going to stay with Josh. Thanks for being here. W8HRF, W8WKY. Next up, we got KD8EPC. I'm sneaking him in. He's short time. Take it away, Dustin.
All right, W8WKY and the Sarah Club Net. Well, good evening to you, Nick, and to Eric, and to everybody out there. Let's see, for my trivia answer, I'm just going to take a guess here and go with A, because I have no clue. Otherwise, just got done having a dinner at the Olive Garden, so we're in the mobile here and headed back towards Medina. But with that, I'm going to say 73. Have a great rest of the net, and maybe we can catch up later on. This is KD8EPC, back to net control.
W8WKY.
KD8EPC, W8WKY. Thanks for stopping by, Dustin. Hope you had a couple of breadsticks for me. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Ooh, on the Boredom Breaker Net, the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net tomorrow from 1 to 3 right here in the W8WKY. Dustin has the first hour, Katie EDPC, and either Ray or Nancy will have the second hour. So I hope to hear a bunch of you there. Thanks, Dustin. We're going to clear with Katie EDPC, and next up we've got our illustrious President AAHCS. This is W8WKY. Take it away, Gary.
Good evening, Sarah and friends. Good evening to you as well, Nick. Just kidding. Great trivia question tonight. Let me do that first so I don't forget about it. I'm thinking A and B. I might know what those are. C I never go with Eric. I know better. So I'll stick with the postulate on that one, and that leaves D. I'm glad he didn't have an E as well, but anyway, I'll go with Delta, only because in my book there's only one. Only one. What would Noah say if there was only one? Anyway, I just want to say good evening, everybody. Most importantly, I want to thank everybody who came to the picnic. I want to thank all the participants. Russ, KDAVYT, did a fabulous job of organizing everything. Nick and I did our best to burn the burgers, dogs, and sausage. And I think we did a pretty doggone good job with that. But anyway, do want to thank everybody who attended. Scott Yonley dropped off a door prize. You got to love that. And our 50-50 raffle yielded about $80 for the club, and I think the winner took home about $81. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome stuff. Anyway, that's all I have this evening. 73 to everyone. Have a great rest of the evening. And on the K3LR trip, by the way, we're going to close her down at the end of tomorrow. So if you think you can make it, vote for 1 to 3 of those dates. If you can make all of those dates, please put down all. We're trying to get the most folks that we can to be able to attend. Anyway, that's all I have. Back to net control, W8WKY. This is AAHCS.
AAHCS, W8WKY. We got you down for Delta, Gary. And thank you for expanding on the K3LR trip. I do appreciate your input there. So now we know it's going to close soon. So get in there and pick a day. Thanks, Gary. Next up, we got NTAD. This is W8WKY. Go, Dave.
Hey there, Nick. Everybody on the net. Wow. The only answer that I even am vaguely familiar with is A. I think that has something to do with audio. And since we use audio, I'm not going to pick that one. I'm going to go ahead and follow Gary's lead and go with D Delta, because it's not going to be C Charlie. Yeah, I tried to check in on the HT. I got a little bonfire going in the backyard, and I couldn't get in. So back in the shack here just to say hi. And fun time at the picnic. I'll tell you, nobody burns a brat better than Nick. My goodness. Oh, that was so good. Let's see, what else? My 40-meter antenna came down last week. I found that lying across the roof when I came home the other day. So I got that rehung today, so that's good. So that was the big thing here, working on pianos, waiting to go out. I'm going to go sailing with my dad and my aunt next Saturday, or this Saturday, up in Fairport Harbor. If anybody wants to crew, I got room for one more if you feel like it. And we're still looking for somebody to take over for Javen on every other Saturday for morning barometer nets. So that's what I got tonight there, Nick. Thanks for taking the net. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see everybody very soon. Looking forward to Christmas party. Back to you, NTAD.
NTAD, W8WKY, got you down for Delta, Dave. And, yeah, the picnic was a good time. Those sausages were fabulous. We have to thank K4OG for those, I believe. We'll talk to him in a few minutes. And glad you got your antenna back up there, Dave. Today was a perfect afternoon for that kind of stuff. Wow, this weather is awesome. Great sleeping weather. All right, we're going to clear with NT8D. Next up, we got Mike, KE8EHG. This is W8WKY. What's your answer to the trivia question tonight, Mike, and what do you got for the net?
Hey, good evening, Nick. Good evening, everyone in the net. I'm going to go with Delta. I have no clue. I'm going to try Delta. Let's see what happens there. But, yeah, I had 7th and 8th grade scrimmage football tonight. Looks like they did fairly well. Friday night is our first football game. New coach, new turf, new season. Who knows? Let's see what we can do. So go blue. But, all right, 7-3s, I'll wait for the answer. K8EHG, back to net.
K8EHG, W8WKY, got you down for Delta, Mike. And, wow, football, 'tis the season. Where did the summer go? And as a college football fan, don't say go blue to me, man. Mike, good to hear you. We're going to clear with KE8EHG. Next up, we got John, KE8UIB from Massillon, and I bet his folks have some input tonight, too. KE8UIB, this is W8WKY. Go, John.
W8WKY from KE8UIB. Good evening, Nick, and everybody out there on the net. And, oh, yes, I'm messaging back and forth with my parents and stuff, and they're going to do the Unforbidden and go with C and go with Charlie and see where that lands them. I'm thinking I'm going to follow the pack, unfortunately, even though I don't want to, but with my process elimination, D sounds pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and take D for dog and see how that ends up. With that, I hope everybody's enjoying this beautiful weather outside. The cooler temperatures are definitely so nice. So you definitely can't go wrong with that. And, you know, just enjoying it, that's for sure. Just want to chime in here, say hello to everybody. Thank you for running the net, Nick. It's always great to see you driving the bus, and we enjoy you at the back of the bus, too, but it's always great seeing it or listening to you drive the bus. With that, you guys, this is KE8UIB living the $5 dream, a nickel at a time. I'm going to hand this back over to net control. 7-3s, y'all.
That's nice. KE8UIB, W8WKY. All right, John, got you down for Delta. Got your folks down for Charlie. We're going to see how that works out in a bit. Great sleeping weather, isn't it? We'll talk to you in the morning, John. We're going to clear with KE8UIB. This is the W8WKY repeater. You're listening to Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association ClubNet. I am W8WKY tonight. Next up, we got KG7IRJ. Paul, I had a real tough copy on you when you came in, so I'm going to turn my volume up and give your answers to me 2 or 3 times so I'm sure to hear it. KG7IRJ, this is W8WKY. Go ahead, Paul.
Thank you. KG7. Yeah, my answer is Delta. That's what I figured before anybody else answered. That's about it for me. And how come when I put your call sign in, QRZ, I come up and say Richard in West Virginia? KG7IRJ.
Oh, Paul, I got you down for Delta, man. And I don't know where Richard from West Virginia is coming from, but I'm Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. But tonight, I'm W8WKY. Paul, thanks for stopping by. I got a good copy on that time. We're going to clear with KG7IRJ. Let's go to Worcester. Talk to Gary. W8GMF. This is W8WKY. What's your answer to Eric's trivia question tonight, and what do you got for the net?
W8WKY.
Yeah, good evening, Nick and Annette. Thanks for running it. Thanks for Sarah for having it so long. Well, I think I know what the first 3 are, and the fourth one I'm not real familiar with. So I'm going to go with D myself. And other than that, I'll just say thanks for the picnic. Had a good time up there, and I didn't think you burnt the sausage as much, but maybe the ham, maybe the hot dogs. But anyhow, I thought this was quite good, and I guess the rain cooled your grill down some there later on. Anyhow, it was a great place to have it. Had rain and everything else, but stayed plumb dry inside. Back to net, W8GMF.
W8GMF, W8WKY, got you down for Delta, Gary, and it was great seeing you at the picnic as well. Yeah, it took me a couple tries to get the dogs down. They were bigger than I'm used to, but I'm glad everybody had a great time, and all the food that everybody brought was wonderful too. And it is a fabulous location. We were bone dry despite numerous downpours. Thanks, Gary. We're going to clear at W8GMF. KD8NEO was in and out. Thanks, Daryl. That takes us down to Mark. K4OG, the original gangster. What's your answer to the trivia, and what do you got for the net tonight, Mark? Go ahead.
W8WKY, K4OG here. Good evening, Nick, and everyone on the net. I don't have a whole lot. Trying to scratch my head and figure out this answer. I'm pretty sure I've heard DVD talk before, and DBI definitely. I can't place where I've heard DBM before, but I sure heard DBU, and it's pretty close to BTU, so I'm going to pick Delta along with the crowd. Least likely one to come up in a amateur radio conversation. Yeah, for anybody that tried the Conecuh sausages, I hope you liked them. They were made in Conecuh County, Alabama, on I-65, mile marker 96. You can pull up in there and visit the store and look around, and it smells great. K4OG, back to net.
K4OG, W8WKY. Mark, the sausages were great. Thank you very much for that. And actually, I believe it was Reef's wife asked about them, and I grabbed her a package so she could write down all the information because she's interested in them. And that was a really, really great addition to the picnic. Thanks, Mark. And I got you down for Delta tonight. We're going to clear with K4OG. Next on the list, we're going to go to Shreve. KC8HDP, this is W8WKY. What's your answer, and what do you got for us tonight?
Well, good evening to you, Nick. Thank you for taking the net this evening. Doing a great job as always. And good evening to everyone on the net. And good evening to you, Eric. Thank you so much for the trivia question, which I'm going to answer before I forget. No one has picked Bravo yet, so that is going to be my answer, Bravo. Yes, really enjoyed the Sarah picnic. Thanks to everyone who organized it, put it together, and made it a big success. And, yeah, thank you, Mark, for those sausages. They were top tier. Very good. No one so far has mentioned the Ohio QSO party, which is this Saturday beginning at noon. So, you know, you're the one that everybody's going to be after, so I hope everybody gets on there and operates at least for a while on Saturday. Don't really have anything else, so I'm going to send things back to you, Nick. W8WKY and the net from KC8HDP 73.
KC8HDP, W8WKY. Got you down for Bravo, Jerry, and those sausages were they popped like firecrackers when we were cooking them. That's how I knew they were done. They were absolutely fabulous, and thanks again to Mark for those. We're going to clear with KC8HDP, and next up we got John, WO3X. This is W8WKY. What's your answer tonight, and what do you got for us, John? Go ahead.
Good evening, Nick, and all on the net. This is WO3X, John in Cuyahoga Falls. Let's see, the trivia question, I'm going to go with D, and somebody mentioned dog, and this is funny. A couple of years ago, we bought a our Sony cathode ray tube TV puffed, so we got a 43-inch LCD TV, and it has some features and stuff, and so I had to buy a couple of HDMI modules to connect. Well, one for the VCR and one for the DVD player. Eventually, we'll have to get a Blu-ray player also before those are gone. But then a couple of months ago, I thought, well, what would happen if I connected the Ethernet port on that TV to the router there that has Wi-Fi and it has some Ethernet ports. Well, I did that, and now the number of channels goes up to 999, and so one of those 103 is Dog the Bounty Hunter, and their theme song is by Ozzy Osbourne. It's funny. So I thought of that when a previous check-in chose D and said dog. Also, about the September 11th activity there. If you go to www.cfarc.org, that's the website for the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club. Then on that front page, toward the right side, you scroll down just a little bit, and there it says next meetings, and it still has our picnic on it from August 14th, but then it says September 11th. CFARC to the field. So for details, visit, and Anthony has a link on there. You click on that, and it has all the details that you need to participate. It has a nice chart in there about the frequencies and the modes, and so technicians can participate in all the bands that are in that chart. I'll be at Wood Hollow Metro Park there along Barlow Road, and I'll be set up there with my let's see, I have one antenna that's 6 meter, 2 meter, and 440 band, and then I'll have a ham stick on the trunk lid for 10 meters. So I've operated this for several years and had a lot of fun. So I'll be on there from 4:30 to 7:30. So with that, back to the net. W8WKY, this is W03X.
W03X, this is W8WKY. Got you down for Delta tonight, John, and that's cfarc.org for details on the September 11th thing. Thanks, John. You have a great night. We'll talk to you next time. Going to clear with W03X. Next up, we're going up to Strongsville. KE8VZA, this is W8WKY. What's your answer, and what do you got for us tonight, Eric?
W8WKY in the group. This is KE8VZA. I'm going to kind of follow some of the others here and answer Delta. That one looks more foreign to me than the other ones. A couple of the other ones look familiar, so I ruled them out due to what I remember. But Delta, DBU, I'm not sure about that one. That one doesn't ring a bell, so we'll go that route. I just got in from cutting the South 20. We'll worry about cutting the North 40 later this week, and we're moving, tomorrow we're moving our into Miami of Ohio. The twist this year is that he'll be living in a frat house. So he was up all night washing and ironing all of his togas, make sure they're ready to go. Anyway, the Sarah picnic was awesome. Really enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone that helped organize and pull it off. It was a major success in my book. And those burgers were awesome, and I was so taken in by that magic crock pot that Nick at night brought with that pork roast and beans in it that I never got a sausage. I'm so sad. Anyway, had the Norris picnic last night, and Stefan, NAWB, was there, and he helped with the cooking of burgers and brats up there, and he brought these very tasty chocolate silk pies. They were fantastic. That was the highlight of my evening there. Anyway, thanks for running the net there, Just Nick, and we'll turn it back over to Net Control, KE8VZA.
KE8VZA, W8WKY. We got you down for Delta, Eric, and chocolate silk pie sound yummy, for sure. But I got to tell you, quinoa salad was a big hit at the picnic, so thanks for that, Eric. We're going to clear with KE8VZA. Next up, we got Mark, KC8FQV. This is W8WKY. What's your answer, and what do you got for us tonight, Mark?
I'm going to say D, Delta. I'm going to take that one. And the RCWA 2-meter net out there, so he may be working in the background. And CFY. So it was pretty nice. Started putting a couple of things away. You know, there's a lot of things got thrown away or got getting their places. Randolph Fair is running. You guys want to go to a fair. It goes through Sunday. Tonight and tomorrow, demolition derby. Yeah, smash and crack. I think Thursday, I don't know what Thursday is going to be. Friday and Saturday, do truck and track, and Sunday they do rough trucks. That's a blast to watch that and see the fuel go through that thing. My sister's daughter's husband gone in that many years. It's something to see. But we'll send it back to net. Yeah, there's a lot to do. Yeah, I seen that Niagara Falls thing. The Ham Fest was good this past Sunday. And the days are really, I think they got the spring wound real tight. It's spinning too fast to get to the end of the summer. They like to slow it down. But back it comes, Nick. But I say Delta. Okay, so TV.
KC8FQV, W8WKY. Got you down for Delta, Mark. There is a lot to do during the summer. You got that right. We still got a little bit left, so get out and enjoy it. Man, I'm thinking maybe we ought to start having fox hunts during the nets. We're going to clear the KC8FQV. Let's talk to Tom out in Canton. This is W8WKY, KAMNT. Take it away.
W8WKY, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Nick, and everybody else that's on the net. Well, let's see. Let's get the trivia out of the way so headache goes away, so I don't have to think about it anymore. I think I'm going to go with DBU, which is Delta. Seems like a lot of us are thinking the same, but I don't know. I don't have any other answers, so I'm just going to follow the troop. No, nothing really else going on around here. We had our 6-meter brunch going on this morning, and as usual, we solved a lot of the world's problems, discovered a few more, and decided to heck with it. There's just some things you just can't take care of. So that's enough of that. Other than that, nothing else really going on. The Maslin Club will be at the Jackson Bog from 9 to 9 on Saturday, and to work the Ohio QSO party. So we're going to have a little bit of fun doing that. Okay, with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. Kilo Alpha 8, Mike, November Tango, turning everything back over to W8WKY.
KA8MNT, this is W8WKY. Tom, I got you down for Delta. And Jackson Bog on Saturday for the QSO party. Maslin Club always has great outdoor events. That's for sure. I may put that on my calendar. We're going to clear with KA8MNT. This is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net on the W8WKY repeater. I'm W8WKY, and let's see if anybody else wants to get in here, and then we'll reread the question for them. Anybody else out there want to get in on the net tonight? Now's your chance. W8WKY, I'm listening.
Kilowatt 8, American Motors, experimental.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8PJW.
N8, GET.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5 RBG, Shannon in Tulsa.
KC3 QND Genie, North Ridgeville.
All right, we got a nice addition to the group there. We got K8AMX Dick, KAPJW Phil, NHAET Bill, KC5RBG Shannon, representing Oklahoma tonight, and KC3QND Jeannie. Let's go up to Eric, W8ELM, get a reread of tonight's trivia question, then I'll be back to talk to y'all. W8ELM, W8WKY. Go, Eric, please.
W8WKY, W8ELM. The decibel, or dB, is a unit for expressing the ratio between two quantities on a logarithmic scale. Your question tonight is, which of the following decibel measurements is least likely to appear in a discussion of amateur radio antennas or amplifiers or other such things? Which of the following decibel measurements is least likely to appear in a discussion of amateur radio antennas or amplifiers or other such devices? Is it A, dBd? Is it B, dBi? Is it C, dBm? Or is it D, dBu? And those letters again, for alpha, the letter is D, delta. For Bravo, the letter is I, India. For C, the letter is M, Mike. Or for D, the letter is U, uniform. Back to net.
W8ELM. This is W8WKY. Thanks for the reread there, Eric. Appreciate it very much. Fine question as always. Let's go talk to Dick and see what he's got for an answer tonight. K8AMX. This is W8WKY. Take it away, Dick.
W8WKY. Well, that's an easy one. Absolutely. I will say it is D, delta. And you can believe everything I say, including when I was transported to the mothership. And count on me for the trivia question. And hello to my favorite Twinsburg Loadmaster and all my other friends that I talked to, many of them, and many of you at the picnic. And oh my gosh, I tried, Susan got a couple peaches, and man, oh man, had those this evening, and was they good. But that they came by way of Twinsburg too. So thanks to Bill on that. All from Hiram. Oh, Susan said she thought they actually came from Hiram. So anyway, I'm not going to inflict myself upon you guys any further. And I'm going to turn it back to Nat. And good job tonight, Nick. And, well, great seeing you and meeting your, my wife is saying, answering questions. And I think her name's Audrey, I think. So, anyway, so I'm going to turn it back to the net here and take it away, Nick. This is Kilowatt 8, American Motors Experimental, and I want to tell you, Nick, I'm living the dream in beautiful downtown Firestone Park.
K8AMX, this is W8WKY, and you are living the dream in beautiful downtown Firestone Park. Got you down for Delta tonight, Dick, and yes, Audrey is her name, and she had a great time meeting all of you folks. Especially you, Dick, and Susan. We're going to clear with K8AMX. Let's go down to Phil, or up to Phil in Twinsburg. K8PJW, glad to have you back in town, Phil. This is W8WKY. What's your answer tonight, and what do you got for the net?
KY, K8PJW. Good evening, Nick, and the Sarah Club netizens out there. Great to hear everyone this evening. I'm going to follow Dick's lead. I'm going to go with Delta as well. I'm trusting that he knows what he's talking about. Hi. Anyway, I had a scout meeting tonight, so that's why I'm late coming into the net. We just finished up at 8:30, and so I ran home real quick and threw on the radio. So here we are. And yes, those peaches are from Hiram, Monroe's Family Orchard, and we're just enjoying the heck out of the ones that we kept behind for our house. So, but I did thoroughly enjoy the picnic and doing the eyeball QSO with a bunch of people, and it was a lot of fun. The food was good, and look forward to it next year again. So with that, I'm going to wish everyone a good evening, and talk to you on the air again sometime. This is K8PJW, back to the net.
K8PJW, this is W8WKY. The peaches were fabulous, and it's great to see you again, Phil. We're going to clear with K8PJW. Next up, we got Bill in Avon, N8JET. This is W8WKY. What's your answer to trivia, and what do you got for us tonight?
W8WKY and the group. This is N8JET. Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for getting me in, Nick. I'm going to go with D Delta because I know the other three. are not the correct answer. I had my usual Tuesday evening online chess match with my son, and as usual, he beat me. But that's okay. It's a good time. And for Dick, AMX, I think you're looking at this all wrong. If someone calls you GOAT, well, everyone knows that GOAT stands for greatest of all time. With that, I'll say 73s, everybody, and back to net.
NAJET, KD8SLG. Shoot, I lost it. WWKY. All right, Bill, I was thinking about the GOAT thing there. Greatest of all time. It makes me think we're going to have to come up with some acronym for buzzard for Jim in the morning if we're going to call the GOAT the greatest of all time. I'll have to ponder on that one. Got you down for Delta tonight, Bill. And chess with your son sounds fun. We're going to clear with N8JET. Let's jump out to Tulsa. KC5RBG, this is WWKY. I've already got your answer for trivia as the great state of Oklahoma. Unless you want to give us a real one tonight, Shannon. But take it away, man. Go, Shannon.
Thank you there, Nick. KC5RBG. And the great state of Oklahoma works for me. That is never the wrong answer, so there you go. Yeah, been a pretty good day here. It's been cooler, which was really nice. I think the highest I saw it get up to was 88, and I was out riding my motorcycle in it, and the breeze was very refreshing, especially driving down by the river. So had a doctor's appointment today and rode to that and came home, made some phone calls, you know, the normal stuff, and it just was a nice day overall, really. Neighbor got my yard mowed, so I just paid him, and he made it look good, so I'm happy about that. I hope everyone there in Ohio is having a wonderful day as well. I know, I think you've all been having some cool spells up there. I wish we would have it as cool as you all do up there. The other day, I think it was Monday, I was got so hot that I was riding my motorcycle, and the wind felt like hot lava going over my skin. And I mean, it literally hurt like that. And I rode it to my destination, which is all the way across town, and I had to ride it back. Neither ride was any fun at all. It really, really hurt. Now I know what chicken wings in a convection oven feel like, or an air fryer. I'll let you get on down the list there. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless, and 73. Back to net control.
W8WKY.
KCPG, this is WWKY. Shannon, I'm going to tease you a little bit. I just looked over. We got 59 degrees here right now. I think we're getting down into the 40s tonight. I'm going to sleep like a baby. The kind of baby that sleeps all night. Got you down for the great state of Oklahoma, never the wrong answer. We're going to clear with KC5RBG. Let's go talk to Jeannie. KC3QND, this is WWKY. What's your answer tonight? What do you got for us, Jeannie?
KC3QND here. Good evening, everybody on the net. Just heard y'all talking and thought I'd jump in here and join the party. I'm going to go with D, I think. Yeah, on a trivia question. And everything here is good. Like you said, it's chilly outside, and And it was good to hear Shannon. He sounds real good out there riding around on his motorcycle. That's pretty wonderful. And this is KC3QND. Everybody have a wonderful evening. 73. Back to you, Nick.
KC3QND, WKY. Got you down for Delta tonight, Jeannie. Thanks for stopping by. Well, the WatchNet is just starting. I saw Charlie light it up. So let's go up to W8ELM and get our answer to tonight's trivia question. I'm going with Delta as well. I chose it early on. I know A and B. I'll never pick C with Eric, so that left me with Delta as well. Had a great time at the picnic. Thanks, everybody. W8ELM. What do you got for us, and what's the answer to tonight's trivia?
W8WKY, this is W8ELM. You should know the answer to this question by now. Majority rules here. I ought to know better than to ask a question about ham radio to a bunch of hams. But I'll try and learn the lesson. Anyway, the correct answer was D, Delta, dBu. Now, dBd, that was letter A, is a ratio of signal strength in relation to a dipole antenna. So the D stands for dipole. B, Bravo, the I is a ratio of signal strength in relation to an isotropic or point source antenna, which, by the way, doesn't exist. Letter C, dBm, is a ratio of two power measurements in milliwatts. And dBu, the correct answer, is a ratio of two audio sound levels. Well, I'm sorry I missed the picnic, but I had a picnic down at Tuscarora Park in Tuscarawas County with my first cousins. About 6 of us showed up. We're getting to be fewer and fewer as the years go by, which is why I choose to go there instead of to the Sarah picnic. But I missed your brats and dogs, Nick, and I missed the company of everybody else. And maybe by next year we'll all be gone, including me, and I'll come to the Sarah picnic. Now, wait a minute, that won't work. Anyway, this is W8ELM, also known as I Ate Every Last Morsel, which is why I look like I do. Back to net.
W8ELM, W8WKY. Fine business as always, Eric. Love your trivia questions, and I'm impressed that so many of us got the right answer. We are hams. And as I say, family before hamily. Hope you had a great time at the picnic, and I do hope to see you at the Christmas party. Many thanks to W8ELM. That's it for the net tonight. I'm going to do a last call here, see if anybody just wants to get on the log to say hi. Then I'm going to boogie over to the WatchNet on KD8QGQ. That's 146670, a negative offset with a PL tone of 71.9. The WatchNet is a great time. KB8PXM runs a really fun show. So anyone want to get out there? Anyone out there want to get on the list tonight? This is the last call for the Sarah Club Net. W8WKY, I'm listening.
Whiskey 8, Charlie Tango Mike, carry it, Portage Lakes, in and out.
Okay, KSFQV. Could I have just the letter answer, KSFQV?
All right, we picked up W8CTM. Carrie, we were asking about you at the beginning of the net. We were worried. Thanks for stopping by. Got you in and out tonight. You're my tail gunner. KC8FQV, the answer was D, Delta, DBU. And with that, I'm going to close it down. We had 35 check-ins tonight. Not a bad night's work. I'd like to thank everybody who participated tonight. Don't forget about the Boredom Breaker Net tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Stop by and say hi from 1 to 3. With that, this is W8WKY. I'm returning the repeater and the call sign to regular amateur use at 9:05 Eastern Time. This is W8WKY. Now, KD8SLG. I'm clear.
W8WKY.